how I nuked a solid 40% of my height insecurity. Now, I used to be really insecure about my height. Perhaps if you're watching this, you are too. I'm 5'8", so not even that short, but it was killing me. I would spend times where, walking down the street, you're sizing yourself up to other people. You're like, if a girl's a little bit tall, you're like, fuck. If a guy's tall, you're like, fuck. You just kind of feel like this little midget like down here. It fucking sucks. You get the sense that if you're around chicks that they're not really stoked on you because you're short. Now, this was a big problem for me, and the reason why I can talk about it now is because it just isn't that much of an issue. As I said, nuked about 40% of it, probably more. I'm saying 40% as a conservative number, right? It's probably a lot higher. How did I do it? Now, in order to show you how I actually did it, I need to show you a diagram that I've just written up now, okay? So bear with me. Here we go. Here's height. Now, these are the things that height gets you. These are just 3 examples of things, right? So height, for me, I thought in my head, right, if I'm taller or, height is required for girls having physicality around men, right? So say you're with a big group of guys, if you're this short guy, maybe you feel people can fuck me up, there's nothing I can do, you feel vulnerable, etc. So in my head, right, 70% of the reason why I was 70% of what height gets me in my mind, at least at the time, was girls. 25% physicality around men, and then another 5% like ability with sports, right? For example. With this, it was quite realistic. 70% of what I thought height gets you is girls. And so my big insecurity, right, I was insecure about my height. But really, the reason why I was insecure about my height is because I thought that if I got height, it would get me girls. And because I lack height, that's the reason why I'm unsuccessful with girls, right? That's what was fucking me up. So, again, this is what I've noticed in my own life. I'm only 23, but this is what I've noticed. Girls, 70%, that's what I thought. So as soon as I started getting girls, my height insecurity it vanished. Like, say I was holding sand in my hand, it was just, and the sand is just like slipping beneath my fingers. That's how I felt like my height insecurity just like, it was like, it would just kind of vanish on its own. Now, the reason why it's only I'm only saying it's like 40% is because after I achieve girls, right? First of all, I'm nowhere near where I want to be in terms of my women goals. I'm getting girls finally, and I'm getting pretty girls as well. Some of them, obviously, some average, some below average, but I believe that's how you need to work up. Right? Anyway, that's a different story. My point is, I'm nowhere near where I want to be with my girls thing. It's not like It's not like you're getting girls or you're not. It's a scale. Are you getting no girls? Are you getting some girls? How pretty are they? Right? Now, if you're only midway through, we've only nuked half the height insecurity associated with women, right? So, again, I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but just getting to that like sort of midpoint, or just along that scale with girls, it just was killing off my height insecurity. So, what I would say for you is have a think. What do you think? What do you really believe like your height is limiting you with? Do you think that because you're short, that's not allowing you to get chicks? Is that your number one? It probably is. If you're watching this, you probably think, fuck, I'm 5'6", I'm 5'5", I'm 5'4", I'm 5'7", I'm 5'8", I'm 5'9", maybe even 5'10", God forbid. You're thinking, fuck, I'm this height, I'm short. If I was 6'2", if I was 6'4", I'd be getting chicks and my life would be happy. That's probably what you're fucking thinking. What I'm saying is, that isn't necessarily true. It might be true, but the thing is, there's other ways around it. If you were getting girls at 5'8", you wouldn't have that fucking thought in the first place. You wouldn't have that insecure feeling in the first place. You just feel comfortable. Right? You don't need to be 6'4". You just need to get the thing that you think being 6'4" would get you, i.e. the chicks. Or maybe you think, oh, because I'm 5'6", now I'm just, guys can fuck me up. I feel, weird and vulnerable around dudes because I know can't really defend myself. Okay, so instead of being like, fuck, I wish I was 6'4", there's nothing you can do about that. Obviously, easier said than done. Instead of thinking, fuck, if I was 6'4", I'd be able to defend myself, actually learn to defend yourself at 5'6", which is possible, and also it's also extremely possible to get girls if you're 5'6", you fucking joking. Do game, John Anthony Lifestyle, look him up, follow that method. That's what I did to get chicks. I've got other videos on my channel about it. My point is that you need to achieve the things that you think your height is preventing you from getting. And when you get it, that insecurity about your height will slip away. It will disappear. Now, I'm nowhere near where I want to be in my journey, but I'm a hell of a fucking lot better than 3 years ago. 3 years ago, it was dire. Like, I think about it all the time. It would stress me out all the fucking time. I'd hate myself. I'd feel depressed about it. It was fucking terrible. Now, it just doesn't even cross my mind. 40% is honestly a low number. It's probably more like 60, 70%. Possibly even higher. I'm saying 40% as a low number. Achieve the thing that you think having more height would get you. Achieve it. Then you will realize that your height insecurity is vanishing. And then that's going to motivate you more to achieve more things that you think, oh, I'm too short to get. Maybe 70% is girls. Maybe you're in my position where you're not where you want to be in your dating life yet, but you know you're going to get there. As I achieve more with girls, my height insecurity is going to go down even further. And as I achieve what I want in martial arts and in the gym, I start to bulk up and I start to be able to defend myself a little bit better, then I know the height insecurity is going to go more. Because I've already proved it to myself. Do you see what I'm saying with the girls before? I've already proved it. So, yeah, I hope that really helps. If you're watching this video, leave a comment. If you have any objections to what I'm saying, leave a comment. I'd be really fucking happy to just reply back. Like, I'm a small channel. Comment, I will fucking reply. And I would be absolutely delighted to just get a conversation going and see what you guys think. So please implement that. Think about what your height is preventing you from getting, or at least what you believe that to be the case, and then go out and achieve it. And if you have any questions about how to achieve girls, again, I'm no fucking Casanova, but I've gone from 0 to perhaps 30% of the way where I want to be, which is a huge leap. 0 to 1 is the hardest. So I've gone 0 to 1. I'm not at 10, but I'm at 0 to 1, right? Actually, I am at 10. I'm using a fucking... I've ruined it now, haven't I? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is 0 to 1 is the hardest. So if you have any questions about how I went from 0 to 1 and how to get chicks and then therefore overcome your height insecurity, comment it. Or just comment fucking anything. That's it. Peace.